My name is Dr. Kimberlee Woods, founder and owner of Mystical Awakenings. My training has been with both the Modern Mystery School and the Mystery School and Alchemy Schools of Damanhur, Italy. Today's topic is on energy, how we use it, its life force, and why it's important. When we hear people talk about energy or how it's referred to in our society, we hear phrases like, I'm low on energy, meaning I'm tired, or that has great energy, meaning it's good to us or it feels good to us. Or I don't like her energy, something that comes off of people toward us. Or maybe something like, we need to get the energy moving in this room. It feels maybe stale or stagnant. So we think of energy as flowing. Or maybe something like it's referred to as energy fields. And those are some of the things that I want to talk about tonight. Energy and a little bit about energy fields and what makes this up. But what is this energy and how are we perceiving it? So we perceive this energy by working with it, like when people do massage or acupuncture. We perceive this energy by being active in it. For example, when you get a healing. We perceive this energy when we use it, something like Tai Chi, Chi Sao, Chi Do, Qi Gong. We perceive it when we are using it. We perceive it when we are attuned to it, like Reiki. We perceive it through knowledge of it when we get trained by other people. We can perceive it when we connect to it or feel it, such as our connection to source or creation. We can even perceive it when we become it, like becoming one with spirit, light, and that source. When I'm talking about energy as such as life force energy, when I refer to Qi, Qi Do, Qi Sao, Qi Gong, what we're talking about is the way of the shaman. It's that which gives you vitality. And it's located in your hara, or some refer to as your sacral area, which is about 2 inches below your belly button. And it's oftentimes now connected to breath, breathing in and breathing out. And with that breath, movement. So you'll find movement with arms. So maybe it's a pushing out, like a breathing in, and a pushing down. And so this controlled breathing and movement, breathing into that sacral or that hara area, is something that will develop this chi or this life force. It's oftentimes referred to and used in martial arts to increase flow. And they'll use it in martial arts and direct that chi toward their opponent, which is why you can watch a video of some of the top martial artists who can be 1 inch from someone and using their chi push at them and push them all the way across the room because they're using their life force energy. This life force energy is connected to your etheric field. It's connected to things we call the will of God or source, the will of nature, and the will of humanity. This chi is how we engage in the flow of light. And this chi is directly connected to manifesting in the world. You want to manifest more in the world? You want to create the life that you want? You need more chi. You need more vital life force energy. You want to flow more life? Increase your chi. Increase your breathing. Now, I do breathing 10 minutes every morning. It's something I learned from Damanhur. 6 seconds of breathing in, hold for 3, 6 seconds of breathing out, hold for 3. Do that for several weeks and see how you feel different. And that's even without any kind of movement. You add movement onto it and you're really increasing that life force energy. But I wanted to move now one step closer to the topic of energy fields. So an energy field is a field that governs us. We have 5 layers. We have our physical layer, and outside that, the etheric layer. We have emotional layer, mental layer, and a spiritual layer. Our spiritual layer holds our beliefs. Our mental layer holds our thoughts. Our emotional layer holds our feelings. Etheric field is like where all of that flies around and then it lands in our physical body. When all of those things are lined up, we have vitality, we have rejuvenation. When they're out of alignment, we don't. So think about all the things that we can do in a lifetime, let alone a day, that would bring all of that out of alignment. So I'm going to give you one example. The belief or the spirit in the spiritual layer, the belief that we are all one. That can look like the thought of I am one with my brothers and sisters. That can then become the emotion of I have compassion for my brothers and sisters. It flies around your etheric field and it lands in your physical body as vitality and rejuvenation. But once we get upset with somebody who cut us off on the freeway, we're out of alignment. Once we gossip about another person, we're out of alignment. Once we critique or criticize ourselves or another, we're out of alignment. And that's just one example of one belief. And there are many, many, many beliefs and thoughts and emotions going on that are now out of alignment in our lifetime. So part of what's happening now in our energetic field is we have energy that's moving through these layers, moving through our chakras. We've got energy moving through our endocrine system. And we have now energy moving between these, between each chakra, between each layer, between each of the endocrine systems, and then between all of those together. If we are not governing this energy field, it is governing us. Are we in charge? If you are not governing your energy field, then it is governing you, right? So I'm going to ask a few questions, and then this is what I'm going to follow up on my next podcast, specifically on the energy field. What do you allow into your field? What do you block from your field? What do you allow access to your field? And many people have never even asked these questions or known to ask these questions up to this point in their lives. But let's say there's something now blocking your field so that you're not getting full communication from light beings. Don't you want to be aware of that and unblock it? What if you are allowing something to access your field and it's having an impact on your field and you don't want it to? Have you ever had somebody's energy impact your field and you just can't slough it off? Particularly people who are empathic. Now, there is something that I do, and I do it online, called Sacred. And it's amazing for lining up your energy field and making it super efficient and super effective. And I will talk more about that through these podcasts. It's something that I offer about every 2 months. It's something that if you want this done, it's the thing I recommend is to look into Sacred. All right, next time, this next podcast, I'm going to talk more specifically about your energy field and some of the things that can be happening with it that can serve you and maybe not serve you. My name is Dr. Kimberlee Woods with MysticalAwakenings.inc.com. You can email me at mysticalawakeningsinc@gmail.com or phone me at 562-208-2248. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Have a great evening.